Billions of years ago, in the vast expanse of space, a small corner of the universe was on the brink of something extraordinary. Our home, Earth, was about to begin its long journey to becoming the planet we know today. It all starts with the birth of our solar system. About 4.6 billion years ago, a giant cloud of gas and dust, called a nebula, began to collapse under its own gravity. As it did, it spun faster and flattened into a disk, with the sun forming at the center. The sun ignited, and the leftover material started to clump together. Tiny particles collided, forming larger and larger chunks of rock and ice. These are the building blocks of planets. Earth began as a tiny speck in this swirling disk. Over time, these specks collided and stuck together in a process called accretion. Each collision released a burst of energy, causing the material to heat up. The Earth was slowly growing, but it was also a fiery, molten mess. At this stage, the Earth was so hot that it was completely molten. Lava flowed freely across the surface. But something incredible was about to happen. Then, about 4.5 billion years ago, a Mars-sized planetesimal, let's call it Theia, collided with the young Earth. The impact was catastrophic. A chunk of Earth's mantle was sent flying into space, and it eventually coalesced to form our moon. This collision didn't just give us the moon, it also caused the Earth to tilt on its axis, giving us our seasons, and shaping the planet in ways we're still discovering. As the Earth cooled, the outer layer began to solidify into a crust, but the planet was still far from hospitable. Volcanic eruptions released gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and water vapor, slowly building an early atmosphere. This atmosphere wasn't the one we breathe today. It was thick, toxic, and filled with gases that made it impossible for life to survive. At least, not yet. But then something extraordinary happened. As Earth continued to cool, water vapor in the atmosphere began to condense, falling as rain. Over millions of years, the rain filled the lowlands, creating the first oceans. These oceans were the perfect incubators for the next big step, life. But before life could emerge, Earth needed something else. About 2.5 billion years ago, tiny organisms called cyanobacteria began to thrive in the oceans. Through photosynthesis, they started to produce oxygen, slowly transforming the atmosphere into something that could support complex life. Over time, this great oxygenation event began to change Earth forever, paving the way for more complex life forms to emerge, setting the stage for the diverse world we live in today. And here we are today. Earth has transformed from a fiery ball of molten rock to a vibrant planet teeming with life. It's hard to imagine, but everything we know, the continents, the oceans, the air we breathe, came from this long, complex journey through time. Our planet's story is one of constant change, of violent collisions, and slow, steady processes that brought us to where we are now. But Earth's journey isn't over. It's still evolving, still changing, and still full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. So, the next time you look up at the night sky, remember, Earth's story is written in the stars. And who knows? The next chapter is still unfolding.